Hello and welcome to Algoma Family Services Community Kitchens at Home Edition. My name is Joanna Rachichi and I will be your community kitchen facilitator today. Our menu theme is basic shelf meals, which means it's finally time for our basic shelf ingredients to shine. Our recipes highlight the use of canned vegetables, canned fruits, canned meats, and other dry goods. Today we will be making macaroni salad and a peach crumble. What's great about these recipes is they allow room for many substitutions. But before we get started, let's take a moment to wash our hands for 20 seconds with warm water and soap. I'll wait around until you're ready. Welcome back. We're going to get started with our macaroni salad. For this recipe, you'll need the following ingredients: half a bag of cooked macaroni, 1 cup of mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup of chopped celery, a 1/4 cup of chopped onion, and 1 can of flaked tuna, turkey, chicken, or ham. If you don't have macaroni, you can use whatever pasta you have on hand. For me, I will be using bow tie pasta today. Don't have any celery? Not a problem. You can use chopped bell pepper, green beans, canned or frozen vegetables, pickles, or even a chopped boiled egg. Finally, if you don't have any onions, you can simply leave out this ingredient or add in a little bit of onion powder. Now that we have all of our ingredients, let's get started. All right, so the first thing I'm going to get you to do is to get a pot and fill it halfway with water. Then you're going to bring it to your stovetop, turn it on, add a little bit of salt if you want to for some extra flavor, and wait for it to boil. Once it's boiling, you're going to add your pasta. While you're waiting for your water to boil, you can get started prepping some of your ingredients. So if you have celery or bell peppers or green beans, now would be the time to wash them, slice them, and dice them up. For me, I'll be using canned corn today in replacement of the celery. So let's take a moment to dice up our onion. Our water is finally boiling, so that means it's time for us to add in our pasta of choice. Like I said, I'm going to be using bow tie pasta today. If for some reason you don't really have any type of pasta on hand, but you happen to have lasagna noodles, just break those bad boys up and bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself some noodles. So once you add in your pasta, make sure you give it a quick stir and stir it periodically. Depending on the type of pasta you're using, that's going to determine how long you're going to be cooking it. Once the pasta is cooked, we are going to drain it and put it into a mixing bowl. We are now going to let that cool a little bit because we're going to have to start mixing everything together shortly. If you want to cool it down a little bit faster, you can put it in the fridge for a couple minutes. All right, so we are now ready to start mixing our macaroni salad. So the first thing we're going to do is add our 1 cup of mayonnaise. Now we are going to add our tuna. So I used 1 can of tuna, and just a reminder, you can use a can of chicken, a can of ham or turkey, or like I said, you can boil an egg, chop it up and put it in there. My cooking assistant, or shall we call him my little helper Duke, is smelling this tuna and wondering what's going on. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of diced onion. If you like more onion, feel free to add some more. I am personally going to. If you have any leftover onion, you can use it for a meal tomorrow, or you can even put it in the freezer and freeze it. So I'm going to add my 1/4 cup of corn. I am going to add more because I love corn. Like I said, if you have leftover corn, you can freeze it, or you can use it for another dish. So if you're doing a soup or a beef, corn, and potato casserole, that would be great for that. And we're going to mix it up now. there we have it. Our macaroni salad is done. It stores very well in the fridge for about 3 to 4 days, and it's a great option for a lunch or a dinner. It's time to make our peach crumble. This recipe tastes great with canned pineapple or any other canned fruit that you have on hand. You can also use 2 cups of fresh peaches, pears, or apples. This recipe is an excellent source of vitamin A and vitamin D. For this recipe, you're going to need the following ingredients: 1 can of peaches, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1 1/4 cup of whole wheat or all-purpose flour, 1 1/4 cup of rolled oats or quick oats, 2/3 cup of lightly packed brown sugar, and finally 2/3 cup of margarine. The first thing we're going to do for our dessert is we're going to put our sliced peaches, sugar, and cinnamon into a medium-sized bowl. Then we're going to mix it all together. Once you've done that, you're going to set that bowl aside for later. Next, we are going to put the flour, oats, and brown sugar into a large bowl. Using a pastry blender, or if you don't have a pastry blender, you can use 2 knives or a fork, you're going to cut the margarine into the mixture. You're going to keep cutting until the mixture looks like crumbs. Then you're going to divide the mixture in half. Now, put half of the oat mixture into an 8x8 baking pan. Spoon your peach mixture on top of the oat mixture base. Then sprinkle the remaining oat mixture on top of the peaches. Now, bake your peach crumble in the oven until it's hot and browned. This should take about 45 to 50 minutes. Thank you so much for joining Community Kitchen's At Home Edition. We'll see you next time.